Hello BookQuester, this is I, Aaron the BookQuester. Today I'll introduce you to this good mighty book. From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs Basil E. Frankweiler by e.l.konigsburg. This is about two kids, Claudia and Jamie, who decides to run away because their parents are horrible to them. Yeah, the usual scene. But Claudia enjoys being comfortable and taking long, warm baths, and she'll never, ever run away to a park or maybe even the woods. So she decided she and Jamie are going to run away to an elegant and clean place like her, the Metropolitan Museum. And there's a lot of furniture and beds and stuff like that they could hide and sleep in. So it's perfect. There's even a snack bar. And they had a constant money source from their bath. If you don't know what I mean, I'll explain. Well, they had to wash, right? So they decided to wash in the fountain. But they discovered that in the fountain, there were hundreds and hundreds of pennies, that people put in for their good wishes. So they decided to take all the pennies, so they're rich, literally. Well, kind of. And they took just enough so they could clean their clothes and eat and survive. Well, lucky them. And one day they discovered about the beautiful statue of an angel. They decided that the angel could have been done by Michelangelo, but maybe or maybe not. And that's the part that I want to solve. They love the mystery, the thrill of it. And suddenly they discover the crush mark of the pedestal of that there was a carpet where the statue had stood. It was a crushed M sign, was a circle, and that was Michelangelo's trademark. I mean, it identified that he made it. They were way too excited, and they even wrote a letter to the head of the museum or something. But they were quickly disappointed. The museum said that they were already well aware of that sign, but they were not sure if it was counterfeit or it was designed by Michelangelo but it was done by another person, or it was done by Michelangelo and it was a sign. There's a lot of things to think about. And this is ancient history, almost. So, that's kind of hard. And Claudia was rather upset, and sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. She really wanted to solve this mystery, and she actually thought she was close to doing this. And then finally, she decided that she'll take Jamie and herself to Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler's house. This is the sharp old woman around in her 80s who had donated the angel statue to the museum. She sold it at the auction, and it's a very precious, and they are sure that Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler knew the secret of the statue. And she did know. When they went there, Claudia had a bath and, had some fun. And they played cards. And Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler said she had hundreds of case files containing a secret. She said the secret was an adventure, a safe adventure that was actually inside them. And if they found it in 1 hour, they could read it and have the secret. Share the secret, I mean. And they found it, and it was by Michelangelo. It was sweet and it was good. And this is the bed that they slept in the museum. A great big bed. And it hid them from view, and they would sleep there. So they were hidden from the night guards. This is a very fun book, and it's especially good for people like me. If you don't know what I mean, just be yourself and you'll know soon enough if this is a book you want. And like always, your BookQuester, Aaron the BookQuester.